coming back.
No, he's not.
This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer and Reaction. What I'm looking at today is the official trailer for The Odyssey, based on the epic poem by Homer and directed by Christopher Nolan. And this to me brings to mind things like The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, these very much sword and sandals type epics. Though those had Ray Harryhausen. He is the person who is a pioneer in stop motion animation. So you see monsters and all sorts of things brought to life by Harryhausen's art. And it is just remarkable to watch. I loved them growing up. Though I don't know what in a modern iteration of these type of stories would make me interested in going to a movie to see it. With CGI, virtually anything is possible, but it's just not as interesting to me, at least in a visual sense. In any case, let's look at the official trailer for The Odyssey.
Tell me what you remember.
A wife? A son.
And then what?
We won the war. Help me go home. This is a household waiting for master. I want you to choose me.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not.
What would he do if he came back here and find all these suitors in his house?
They're pining for a day you didn't even know, like some sniveling bastard.
Who's looking after your wife and son?
Do you see?
My dad is coming home.
Bringing vengeance. Bringing it all. I need everyone at this party dead. I can still save them.
You're a man who needs to control his fate. But you cannot control this. That world is gone.
No one could stand between me and home. Not even the gods.
Keep us straight! Scylla Reckless.
I think it's asleep.
Well, that was the official trailer for The Odyssey, and it looks very epic, very sweeping in terms of its visuals and its scope and so on. But it's also too human. I mentioned Ray Harryhausen earlier, and the thing about his work is that it is immediately distinctive as a special effect. At the time, I had no issue with that, and I have less of an issue with it now. With what Nolan seems to have done with The Odyssey is to make fantastical things less fantastical by having them be so human. So you have a Cyclops, which is just a very big, very, very big person. And in actuality, that's what a Cyclops would likely be. But visually speaking, it doesn't, at least for me, work all that well. Because it's just people, different proportions, obviously, but still, like for instance, you had those very massive knights, which is obviously some type of foreshortening going on, I would assume, and not entirely CG. But they look, well, never mind I don't know if that's even the right time period. I'm not sure you'd have knights in full armor like that during the Roman period. But also, Tom Holland's character at some point uses the word dad. Now, keep in mind, these characters would have spoken in Greek, but would they have said dad as opposed to father? It's very informal, and maybe that's the way they would have talked, but it just rings a little unfaithful on the ear. I expect that it will do well. As I said, it's very grand, very sweeping, very epic in terms of the way it looks. But I don't know if it's going to do as well as people think it will. It's interesting, to be sure, but it's just not innovative enough considering the time period that they're dealing in. I'd have liked to seen something more on the lines of what, once again, Ray Harryhausen did. Doesn't have to look photoreal because there are no Cyclops. So the idea that it's just a human, a very big human, granted, but still human, doesn't quite work for me. Though what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer to Reaction. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like, follow, or buy me a coffee. Peace.